Hello everybody, this is Planetary I Am here, and today we're going to be doing something a little different on this video. I'm gonna be playing the old school PC game Where in Space is Carmen Sandiego. I had a lot of educational games like this one growing up. I never actually had this one because it only runs on DOS. I had Windows growing up, but it would be something I would have enjoyed playing as a kid. I had games similar to it, and I had a few educational PC games that were Carmen Sandiego themed. Yeah, this was my childhood educational games. No Mario, no Link, no Sonic. Yeah, kind of wanted me to have a knowledgeable childhood, my parents did. So, anyway, the object of this game is you have to capture these criminals who have stolen varying objects in space, and even though people in that line could probably have caught that guy who was on that wanted poster there, but whatever. So, anyhow, yeah, that's your goal, to basically be sort of a sleuth and capture the Carmen's hench thingies as you go through the game. And just listen to this fantastic 8-bit music. It's so amazing. Yeah, I'm sure anybody who actually does, like, 8-bit work on YouTube for a living could probably do something better than this. But, you know, kind of a nostalgic way of hearing things. I mean, if you grew up with games like this, I'm sure this music might be pretty familiar to you. So, anyway. Oh. This looks like our HQ. The Jailhouse Rock. Get it? Get it? Because it's an asteroid? Okay. Ooh. And the screen is narrowing, so I can tell something is getting intense. Galactic Research Operating Kernel.
Hello, I am the Val.
And that's Val, who will both help you and annoy you throughout this whole trip. And I think I'm gonna call myself Rick S. Okay, Morty, you ready to catch some baddies?
Acme Network login.
I'm sorry, I can't do the voice.
Stand by. It's the
Anyway, looks like we're about to be assigned our first mission. And here's the chief, who speaks in unintelligible alien dialect. Greetings, Space Cadet Rick S. Welcome to the Acme Detective Agency, Intergalactic Division. Stand by for your first space case. This is what we already know. Someone has stolen the Shepherd Moons from Saturn. It's up to you to return the stolen item and put the thief behind bars. You have until stardate 2506 to do so. The agency is counting on you. Good luck, Space Cadet. Someone stole Saturn's Shepherd Moons. Not the Shepherd Moons! How will Saturn's rings remain in place? That's what Shepherd Moons do. They basically orbit around the rings and they keep the particles in place with the help of their gravity. Anyway, Saturn has 17 known moons. It's actually more like 80-something now. Goes to show you how out of date this game is. Anyway, so first thing we'll do is question a witness to see. And there's a brain. It was Hyper to get to Hyperon, I guess. I don't know where that is. Okay, the next thing that we're going to do here is tap vial encrypted frequencies. This is another way of seeing where our perpetrator went. Bode got to name a planet, and that's my new abode. Okay, that doesn't help either. So if you don't know the answer to something, you can hit the Val 9000 and it gets you to this database. I'm going to search for Bode. I'm probably going to get a ton of results. Bode was kind of an important astronomer, not as important as, say, like Galileo or Kepler. But yeah, he came up with a lot of things like the Titus-Bode law, which is kind of a since discredited theory of figuring out where the planets in the solar system would be based on a mathematical formula he found. Notice how they have Pluto and Charon labeled together in one system? That kind of makes sense, because astronomers do consider Pluto and Charon to be a double planet because... oh, here we go. So, predicted by the Titus-Bode law, that was what I was just talking about. This is the asteroid belt. Let's go through here. I don't think that's what I want. Okay. Neptune. The orbit of Neptune violates the Titus-Bode law. Okay, nope. Okay. Naming of Uranus quite controversial. William Herschel called it Georgium. British Johann Bode was the person who suggested the name Uranus. Oh, that's right. It was Bode who gave Uranus its name. So, yeah, you have Johann Bode to thank for all those immature middle school jokes. Anyway. Okay, we're contacting an informant. This guy looks so familiar. I feel like I should know where he's from. Rocket Grease Monkey says, frankly, they made it look like an ant. Okay, I don't know what that means. So, now we need to go to Uranus. If you guys are interested, I'll post a link in the description of how Uranus got its name. It's a video by CGP Grey. He does a better job explaining it than I could. So, now, let's see what the 7th planet holds for us. Nice crescent view of it there. Question witness again. Oh, a little wind-up rocket. Yeah, that'll get you to Uranus. Oh, get back in. Val 9000, Vile Henchman, you might be on the right track. A scientist. It said we would all be rich if we helped it get to Alba Rich Crater, and like a sap, I believed it. I don't know where that is. So, let's tap File Encrypted Frequencies. If you put an A on the end, you can keep the rain off. I don't get that either. Alright, Val, give me another answer here. So, they said Alba Rich. This has an atlas, too, of features that you can look up, of various planets and moons, like craters and whatnot. So I think this shouldn't be a hard one to find. Let's see what we get. Oh, Umbriel. Okay. Okay, Alba Rich is a crater on Umbriel, I guess, which is a moon of Uranus. Okay, now let's contact an informant again. And now we have a giant purple trash can with a bunch of eye stalks. Unemployed doorstop. How big are the doors? It had a real spring in its step. Okay. So we can also go to this warrant database where you can see all the criminals here. And... okay, based on the spring in its step, I have to assume it bounces to get around. I think, what did the other guy say? Something about he made it look like an ant? Okay, I don't really know how that'd help at all. Well, I've got that clue, so I'm down to 2. I'll just keep going and see. So, now we have to go to Umbriel, which is... yeah, that's a great getaway. You just went to a moon in the same system. That's like robbing someone's house and then going to their neighbors. Anyhow. So, this is Umbriel. Kind of a dark, dusky moon. Not really anything exciting. To be fair, this is the best picture we have of it, and it covers less than half the surface. So, yeah, we really need a return mission to Uranus. Let's contact an informant again. Oh, what's that? Monolith? I knew it! Those monoliths are nothing more than alien surfboards. No reason to get freaked out about them. Ew. This guy looks like he went through a painful divorce. Suit tailor. It kept saying, all's well that ends wells. Okay. I think that kind of gives another clue. You can see a feature here named Favorite Writer, and I think H.G. Wells. Okay, so that's this thing. So, now we can put out a warrant for its arrest. There he is. Okay, we've got our warrant. Let's go catch our crook. Now let's see where he made tracks to. It said there's a theory that it swapped places with Pluto. What? It might sound fishy, but it was named for a merman. Named for a merman? Okay, this... I hate doing this. You have to... If you can't get anything from, like, contacting a witness or tapping violin frequencies, you have to do the star search thing. And to do that, you go into the star map and have to place the guide at, like, the latitude and longitude. I don't like doing it because you have to manually guide the thing. You can't type it in. So we have to get our transmission from the constellation Leo. I think in actual astronomical terms, finding sky coordinates, it's not called latitude and longitude. I think it's called right ascension and declination, if I'm not mistaken. Anyhow, now we can receive the transmission from Leo. And Leo is a lion, as you can see. Alright, even Jack Frost would be lost without his long johns, because it's 391 degrees below zero out here. Okay. Oh, we got that guy already. Let's see. I'm going to try finding minus 391 degrees here. I don't know if it'll let you search for... It ought to. And if they're going character by character, I think it ought to be able to locate a number, not just words. And again, maybe not. Anyway, I was talking about Pluto and Charon earlier. So yeah, some astronomers refer to Pluto and Charon as a double planet because if you look at the two of them together, you notice Charon is about half the size of Pluto, which, for a moon compared to its parent planet, that's big, and I didn't get any results. So, might as well try just seeing where it went. Okay. Neptune's moon Triton seems like the coldest place. I'll go there. Yep. Okay. Yeah, Triton, if you guys watched my Amazing Moons video, it was the 5th entry, I believe. It's the one that revolves around Neptune backward and has geysers on the surface. Anyway, let's... What are you doing? Dropping a 1-ton weight, are you? You should know that doesn't work out in empty space. I'd be very careful if I were you. Oh, communications officer. Looks like a bunch of satellite dishes. Let's tap Vial's encrypted frequencies again. And we get an asteroid loaded with explosives. Oh no. Ah! Okay, I don't think it caused too much damage. But... Get word to Carmen. Acme is getting too close for comfort. Okay, so that means our perp is here. Launch the probe!
Do you think probes grow on trees?
And of course Val has to sass you when you do it. Even though you're just doing your job and capturing the crook. And there goes our probe. And it looks like we caught him. So, that's our first mission done. We're back to the rock. Alright. One successfully apprehended criminal down. Now, let's put him in the Hooskow, or the Jailhouse Rock, as it's better known. And we're inside the prison. You'll never catch Carmen. Lock him up, Chief. And force field is activated. Yeah, that'll keep him there, I hope. I'm gonna just capture a couple more. So, you get...
Stand by. It's the Chief.
Oh, it looks like we gotta talk to the Chief again. Oh, that sounds like some congratulatory blurbs there. Nice job, Rick S. You're a credit to this agency and you've earned a promotion. Your new rank is Star Tracker. Congratulations! Hooray! We've gotten a promotion! Oh, someone has stolen the ice plates from Uranus's moon Ariel. It's up to you to return the stolen item and put the thief behind bars. Oh, now another mission again. You have until Stardate 2509.4 to do so. The agency is counting on you. Good luck. Ice plates? Did they mean, like, tectonic plates? Because I don't think Uranus's moon Ariel has that. Yeah, is that what those things are supposed to indicate? I don't think that's plate tectonics. I think that's just where the crust melted and refroze. Okay, witness again. Oh, a waitress. Dr. Whipple's dirty snowball. At least he didn't call it a Whipple ball. Okay, I think we're going for a comet. And let's get a tap from file. No, that's wrong. The guy who wrote Rock Around the Clock spelled his name differently. Okay, so this is going to be an easy one. And after we contact an informant, I'll tell you why. Rocket Grease Monkey again says, feeling fat, he went on a Waist Watcher diet. Ha! Waist Watcher. So that gives us a clue about our perpetrator here. Let's go to the database. Here we go. So we're trying to find the favorite food is toxic waste, so narrows it down a little bit. And I think they said he narrows it down a little more. Okay, we're getting somewhere pretty fast. Now, that clue about Rock Around the Clock, that song was performed by Bill Haley and his Comets, so we need to go to this comet. And I've heard it pronounced both Haley's Comet and Halley's Comet. I think Halley is more correct, but I'm also told the astronomer had his name spelled differently throughout his life, so I'm not 100% sure on that. I think at this point this game was developed, Halley's Comet was the only comet we had visited and photographed with a spacecraft. We've actually landed a probe on a comet now, can you believe it? Oh, hey, it's one of those little suction cup ball things you can get at Chuck E. Cheese. Hey, oh, he's hostile. Hey, get off my windshield. Go away. Yeah, get out of here. Now I have to clean all that. Go away. Thank you. Now let's hear our witness. He was singing "Oh Soul, Oh Mio," said the angry vacuum cleaner. Okay, now let's tap the frequency again. And I've got a photo here of this photosphere, says Vile. Okay, now I know where we have to go. This is easy, actually. And Mr. Divorced Suit Tailor Alien gonna give us another clue about our perp. He could spend hours underwater without a snorkel. Okay, so that gives us another clue about our perp here. He has gills. Okay, and it looks like we finally got him. Oh, this is turning out to be an easy one, guys. So now we can put him under arrest for the theft of the ice plates from Ariel. And now we need to go to the sun, because photosphere is the visible surface of the sun. Man, we gotta go all the way from Halley's Comet to the sun. You know how far away that is? No, it doesn't matter. This ship goes there in like seconds anyway. Gotta break the laws of physics for the purposes of a game. Okay, now that we're here, we can get an idea of where our thief went again by questioning a witness. And we get... oh, a jellyfish with heads like the Three Stooges. Clever. Alright, you've had your moment in the sun. Get out of here. Some guy says he said something about having a phobia about Mars. Looks like he belongs in Mad Magazine or something. And a tap of vile encrypted frequencies says, Smith traced its shape from its shadow. Okay, don't know what... And I have to do the stupid star search again, don't I? Well, okay. Transmission from the constellation Phoenix. I guess you could say this is an order of the Phoenix? You know, Harry Potter wasn't even created at this point. No, this game misses out on me being able to make so many references. Yeah, if they updated this game, there could be so much they could do. Like, in addition to having, you know, actual photographs of Pluto and Charon, you know, more locations and everything, you could probably improve the gameplay, do a lot of different things. You know, there's some software games that could do with updates. I mean, they've updated Oregon Trail, and that's been around for how many years? Served them well. Alright, now we're locked on Phoenix. Okay, let's get our transmission here. And Phoenix is a flaming bird. Named for fear, it's actually quite near to its little sister Deimos. Okay, so that's another easy one. Now we have to go to Mars's moon, Phobos. And they said phobia about Mars as a clue. I think Phobos' name means fear in Greek, and Deimos means like terror or panic or something. We got the term phobia from Phobos. Interesting bit of trivia there. Kind of, you know, suitable companions for Mars, which is the god of war in Roman mythology. Now, let's see what pops up when we try talking to a witness. What's that trash can doing here? What are you doing? Hey, pick up your litter. I don't like space junk lying around. You forgot the tomato. Come back here. Oh, he said he was going to follow the pioneers. That guy looks like Megamind's washed-up cousin or something. And Vile says... I want a world that's big. Really big. Perhaps the biggest. Well, that could be either Jupiter or the sun, really. I mean, okay, we were just at the sun, but... Let me just take another look by going into the star map again. And we gotta go to Libra. I know Phobos and Deimos technically aren't really major moons in the sense that they're not round and they're pretty tiny. But, yeah, they're the only moons Mars has, and, you know, they add locations to the game. Like I said, if they updated this game, they could probably add... They could add things like the other asteroids and comets we've explored, like Ceres, which actually is also a dwarf planet like Pluto. They could add I think it had, whatever that comet's name... I forgot what that comet's name was that we landed the probe on. They could add that, too. Eros? That was the asteroid we first landed a probe on. So many things could be done to bring this game into the 21st century. And Libra is a pair of scales. I know of a galaxial giant that's really a gas. It exceeds the others in a total mass.
I don't think it stands for extra gas.
Shut up, Val. To overshadow Earth, its propensity but 1/4 of Earth's total density. Okay, now they're making it pretty obvious. It's Jupiter. And there we are, by Jove. I'm just full of it today, aren't I? And let's go. Ooh, a gunslinger who... Well now, that's not a very handy weapon. Gee, no kidding? Well, I better get a ticket for the next shuttle out. Click. Okay. Does that mean...
Capture probe activated.
Did I tell you you could send out the capture probe, Val? No, as a matter of fact, I didn't. Why do you disobey orders? Oh well. It was your quick thinking that captured the thief, I guess. So, good on ya. And we're back to the jailhouse rock again with our second criminal. Isn't this fun? Now to the lockup with the next guy. Oh, he looks so unhappy to be... You know, I just thought about it. If he has gills, shouldn't he be, like, gasping for breath or something? Yeah. Oh well. Alright.
Incoming message from the chief.
Am I getting another promotion? Okay, she's making her little happy sounds again, so I guess she's proud. Good work, Star Trekker Rick S. Another villain in the lockup. Ah, but there's more vile where that came from. Prepare to depart where no Acme detective has gone before. You know, so it's just like Star Trek. Of course, this game kind of parodies Star Trek along with a lot of other space-related fiction as well. Someone has stolen Calypso from Saturn's moon Tethys. It's up to you to return the stolen item and put the thief behind bars. Another space mission. You have until stardate 2513.1 to do so. The agency is counting on you. Good luck. Okay. Calypso from Tethys. Does that mean, like, there's a moon of Saturn covered with a frozen beverage? That's odd. Well, kind of does look like it's covered with lemonade. It's sort of a yellowy white. We interrupt this Let's Play to bring you an important fact. Okay, so there are actually two small moons that share Tethys' orbit around Saturn with it. One of them is called Telesto, and the other one is Calypso. Calypso was the one that was stolen. So it looks like we have another case of a missing moon here, not lemonade on the surface of Tethys. Just thought I'd point that out for you. Okay, now that we're at the scene of the crime, it's time to question a witness. Let's see who we got this time. Oh, a little see an enemy window cleaner. He wants to visit some friends in Phrygia. Don't know if I said that right. Okay, now that we've got that, let's tap files frequencies, and let's see. I'll be busy improving my image in Imogen Crater. Okay, so we've got two locations. That shouldn't be hard to look that up in the Val database. always good for finding locations that I can't figure out. Alright, Imogen. We are on Uranus's moon Titania. Well, these names are pretty cool. Uranus's moons take their names from characters in Shakespeare and Alexander Pope. Kind of something interesting there. And our informant is the purple trash can guy again. He does have an interesting way of speaking, though. Okay. The telescope was a perfect Christmas gift. It's a... I don't know. Who could that be? That could be anyone. And we're going to Titania. Titania is, I think, the largest moon of Uranus. It's like less than 1,000 miles across, so not even half as big as our moon. Uranus doesn't have anything huge like Ganymede around Jupiter or Titan around Saturn. It's just kind of what we'd call a medium-sized moon. Now that we're here, let's contact that informant again. Who are you? What are you doing? Hey, this is why you don't chew gum in space, people. See what it does? And this guy, again, telling us when it came to eating, he was very down to earth. Okay, that tells us something about his diet then. So, I think what we have here for favorite food is Earth cuisine. And I think he said he, so that narrows it down to down to 2, which is better than we were when we started. But now let's see where they went next. He said it looked a lot like a moldy orange. Okay, I think I know where that is. Let me just tap the frequencies to make sure I'm right. So the volcano erupted just as Voyager went by. Okay, I know where we have to go. Let's just go to it. We have to go to Jupiter's moon, Io. It's another one of the moons on my top 10 list. It's the one with all the volcanoes on it. And they say it looks like a moldy orange. I say cheese pizza, but, you know, I guess moldy orange works too. Pizza's just a little bit more of an appetizing image. Let's get down to business and contact the informant again. What is that? An amoeba? There are no amoebas on Io. That doesn't make any sense. And the rocket grease monkey says he does 2 knots an hour when he's hurrying. Okay, that's helpful. Yeah, if this were Europa, the next moon out, the amoeba thing would make sense, because Europa has the frozen crust with the potential subsurface ocean. Not Io, though. Too much volcanism and radiation for that kind of thing. Okay. Just see where he's going next. Okay. I've driven the Turpin Turnpike. I can tell you it's full of hairpin turns. Okay, so they said he does 2 knots per hour when hurrying. Knots is a measure of water distance, so that must mean he can swim. Okay. Let's get the warrant for this guy. The ugly-looking fish person. Now, we have our perp. We're gonna talk to a witness. He told me darkly that Cassini Regio was as black as asphalt. Ugly caterpillar elephant thing says Cassini Regio. So let's look that up. I feel like I've heard of Cassini Regio. I'm just not entirely sure what it is. Let's look it up. Okay, Iapetus. Oh, Cassini Regio is the name of the dark portion of Iapetus' surface. So we need to go there. Iapetus is the moon of Saturn that has the dark and the light hemispheres. It also has a giant mountain range that goes around its equator. It's actually pretty cool.
See the E on the fuel gauge? I don't think it stands for extra gas.
You're right, it stands for Eat It, Val, and let me do my job. Now, we're at Iapetus. Let's see what they say again. Oh, you again? Why can't you ever learn? Yeah. Go away. And the kid on the scooter says he was mounting a maximum campaign to surmount Maxwell Montes. Okay, I know where that is. We need to go to Venus. So, let's just... Whoops. That was dumb. I didn't need to do that. I already know where we need to go. Maxwell Montes is the tallest mountain on Venus. I know some locations on varying planets and moons. I'm not going to memorize like a whole atlas worth of features, though, because that's just ridiculous. But yeah, Maxwell Montes is on Venus. That's not it, by the way. That's a volcano called Mount Mons. Seen that picture before. Oh boy, Space Invaders, and Pac-Man, and Snake. All the old school games come together. Anyhow, I get word to Carmen Acme is getting too close for comfort. So, I think our thief is here.
Do you think probes grow on trees?
Can I get through anything without your back talk, Val? And why is there a big green egg here? I think the guy who had green eggs and ham didn't want them on Venus. If he didn't want them on Earth, what makes you think he'd want them here? Okay, where's the probe? Okay. He says, found. An invitation to Carmen and her gang for a thieves' reunion. Does that mean they're not... Does that mean they left? I'm sending out another probe.
Capture probe
Hope I didn't lose the criminal. That would be a bad way to end this. Okay. I've got a good feeling. And... oh, we got it. Yep. Okay. That is success right there. 3 criminals locked up in one video. I think after we view this, I'm gonna stop. Because it gets kind of tedious. It's just gonna be more of the same, you know, going to varying locations and catching criminals. It's the same visuals each time. And yeah, it's gonna get rather tiring if it's just that for... It's gonna be more of the same, you know. Anyway, I like how he's just floating in midair right there. So, I think I'm gonna stop right here. I'll leave a link in the description to where I got the game if you want to play yourself. But that about does it for me. So, I'm glad you guys could join me, and I'll see you next time.